Spacey Sims, and we're here with Lupin's Path, finally. So we're back with more Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth, in case you didn't know what we were doing. And we're on Lupin's Path, so we're going to read this whole damn game again. Which is actually okay, because there's a lot of different choices that we get to make now. Because obviously I have a guide up, and I was like, wait a minute, there's 3 choices. We didn't have 3 choices. Ooh! So now, because we're in Lupin's Path, we get a lot of other frickin' choices and stuff. So this will be kind of interesting. So anyway, we're going down Lupin's Path. We do want to start Lupin's route. So we're going to start from the prologue. We're starting from the very goddamn beginning. We're reading the whole thing. So these parts might go about an hour or so. So I'm going to make these parts longer just because. So who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Loved by no one? Needed by no one? If my existence holds no meaning, then why am I here?
Spacey, my beloved daughter.
I can hear my father's voice. I don't remember the voice we did for the father, so whatever.
History has already started to shift.
He has a gentle, peaceful voice. Oh, sorry, that isn't very gentle or peaceful. Whatever.
When you awaken, humanity will have to take its first steps down a blessed path that ultimately leads to the truth. You will lead the people from God's cradle to the expansive world of knowledge. Spacey, it all begins with you.
Yay.
I love you so much, my dear daughter.
His hand touches my hair. His hands. Big, strong hands. His touch is so comforting.
But because I love you, I must keep love from you. You will be alone forever. You must never know love.
Psh, bitch, nah.
You must live in isolation. Psh, nah. The more you learn of love, the more you will be made to suffer.
Kind of true. You know, especially when people get stabby. Still not over that. Still love St. G. Still not over the stabby.
Because you are a monster.
Maybe that's why we get along with him so well. We're a bomb. He's stabby. Whatever. 6 years later. 1853. I don't know if I remembered the year it was. Oh, yay! Everything is normal. So annoyingly normal. There's no sign that anyone will appear. They're really making me wait. Oh, wait, are we? Oh, wait. Because this was with Impey and Lupin, right? And we didn't know that, so I think we should have been reading this. Hold on. We're going to rewind this. Because we're going to read it like Lupin, because that's what it would be, Lupin, right? Everything is normal. So annoyingly normal. There's no sign that anyone will appear. They're really making me wait. At this rate, I'm not sure if... I'm assuming man B is supposed to be Impey.
London Bridge.
Would you kindly shut up? Yeah, definitely. The man takes the binoculars from his eyes to glare at the man slumped beside him.
Oh, come on. Just trying to pass the time. Can't a man even hum to himself?
Listen, we need to stay on our toes. We're about to pull off the heist of the century.
You can't expect me to stay on my toes for 5 days straight.
These men had been lying here and hiding on this bare plain for 5 days already.
Ugh, Miss London. Food, the drink, the women.
Stop complaining. I didn't think we'd be waiting here for so long either.
Don't you think it would be faster if we went out and stole it ourselves instead of trying to snatch it during transport?
If that was possible, we'd have done that already. All we know is that it's in this area, so all we can do is go after them.
And they're sure taking their sweet time. That's all I'm saying.
They'll come around eventually. Listen, a thief has to have...
Yeah, a plan and the patience to pull it off. You've been saying that over and over for the past 5 days.
While sitting, he takes a small device from his pocket and holds it up. He looks at it doubtfully. This isn't going to blow up like last time, is it?
What? No way. I'm the world's greatest engineer. It's going to work fine. I guarantee it.
Yeah, well, your guarantee isn't what... Hang on. A group of soldiers appear in the binoculars' view. They're here.
Seriously?
The first man nods and continues to study the situation. 4 military automobiles, 1 escort transport, about 20 soldiers in total. And just their luck, one of the vehicles is carrying hunting dogs. I'm so glad we decided to read this. I'm so glad you voted for that, because this is so much more fun reading the whole fucking thing again. It really is, because you forget all this, and it's so exciting because now you know what's gonna happen, but at the same time you get to read the characters that you didn't know were the characters that you were gonna fall in love with as you went. I mean, great, it's great, and so you can do the voices. I'm having so much more fun. A man who appears to be the commander is in the lead automobile, and from the way he looks around, he won't be an easy target. It's a huge unit. It could be trouble. But the report was wrong. They aren't Twilight. From their uniforms, royal family guards? What are they doing here?
What's this? They're not what you were expecting? Maybe we should change the plan.
No, this actually works out better for us. Stick with the plan. Meet me at the rendezvous point.
Are you serious? What happened to a plan and the patience to pull it off and all that stuff?
That's not the full saying. And when those don't work, a thief has to be daring. He tosses the binoculars aside and prepares to leave. I love how flamboyant he is.
Oh, all right. Don't you go dying on me. Still need your help with a number of things.
Who do you think you're talking to? It'll take more than this to kill me. I like how the whoosh of the cape as he runs up. Oh God, Lupin. With that, the man runs out into the darkness. It has taken forever to piece together the clues leading to this moment. He will reach his target. The moon is hidden behind some clouds. That's not good. The darkness makes it easy to run, but hard to track.
Captain Lionheart, we've surrounded the mansion. Excellent work. Anyone attempting to leave the building is to be captured. Yes, sir.
The captain returns the soldier's parting salute, then turns to the abandoned-looking building that stands before him. Through a meticulous search, he finally located this mansion hidden in the forest. The initial reports have so far been correct.
So this is where the monster has made its den.
I just want to overdo the voices.
This is where the monster has made its den.
You know, Lionheart just seems like he'd be slightly overdramatic, I'm just saying. He's not eager to complete this mission. A search and capture operation such as this does not normally fall under his purview. Rempart Lionheart, knight and captain of the Royal Guard, furrows his brow. The men under his command are the Royal Guard, protectors of Queen Alexandrina Victoria, supreme ruler of Britain. Their current mission is to protect Queen Victoria as she travels to Wales for an inspection tour. However, he received a message through his Aether communication device. The communique came from Finis, the British military's technical advisor who holds authority in governmental research projects. Capture the monster that hides within a mansion in Wales. It may already be dead. If so, quickly dispose of the body. However, if there's a chance that it still lives, it must be captured at all costs. Shortly after this message was sent, a device was delivered that could supposedly detect the monster along with instructions. This mission is probably of little importance to Finis. If it had been, Finis would have sent one of his pawns from his special task force, Twilight, to carry it out instead. There's just so little information. What is this monster?
The creature's touch causes flesh to melt and fall away. Is this meant to be taken literally?
Perhaps it is some figure of speech. Lionheart asked for clarification multiple times, but Finis never responded.
There's no use in brooding over it.
I can't remember exactly how he did his voice, so we'll figure it out as we go. It's okay.
Captain, we're prepared to enter. We're prepared to enter. I am prepared to enter.
Just kind of mumbled that out. Lionheart brings his thoughts back to the present and focuses on the task at hand.
But, Captain, we're only going to be facing a single target, aren't we? Do we really need all this security? Idiot! We have no idea what we're facing, only that it's a monster. And the swords of Her Majesty, we cannot risk failure. We will take any and all necessary precautions and avoid any possible missteps. That is how a knight prepares for battle.
It's being really overdramatic.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
When he sees that his troops are prepared, Lionheart gives a small nod.
All men, remain at full alertness. Squad 1, lead the way inside, followed by Squad 2 and 3.
We're all racing in, and then meanwhile, I'm just sitting there like, no, it's cool. What up, dude? Like, the doors are quickly kicked down, and soldiers and dogs rush into the dimly lit interior of the mansion. All clear over here! This room's clear, too. Lionheart follows his men inside. The soldiers quickly spread out, and soon they have taken over the mansion. So far, no monster has been found. How long has this building stood empty? The walls are rotting in the humidity, and shafts of moonlight are filled with dust. The dogs, as if sensing an unseen danger, have not stopped growling the entire time. As Lionheart steps forward, the small device meant to detect the target emits a sharp sound. The captain gathers a few of his soldiers and follows the device, which squeals as he stands in front of a particular door.
It's in here.
He switches the device off and slips it into his pocket, then motions to the gun-wielding troops, who take positions nearby. He prepares himself to face the monster that awaits them on the other side, then gives the signal to break down the door. Look, you could have fucking knocked. I'll just open it for you. Whatevs. The soldiers smash through and rush inside. A skylight lets some light in, but the moon has ducked behind another cloud. However, he can sense tension in the room. That is such a beautiful fucking skylight, can I just tell you? I mean, there's like cages hanging from the ceiling, which is weird, but it's still fucking pretty. A strange atmosphere fills the air. The room is packed with dolls. In this dim light, the sheer number of them is unsettling rather than cute. The shadow of a person can be seen sitting in a chair in the center of the room. The shadow doesn't move, even when the soldiers surround it, guns drawn. Either this person is very brave, or, as the message suggested,
Is it dead?
one of the soldiers approaches the chair. The shadow slowly raises its head. At that moment, the clouds part, letting light into the room. Oh, the one time we don't look like a giant bug-eyed monster. Like, we're actually, like, cute and have, I mean, still giant eyes, but not, like, in a creepy, weird kind of way. It just bothers me. I know that's what they do to, like, make the girls cuter or whatever, but it's still like, whoa, her eyes are, like, the size of everybody else's head. It's a little weird when you're getting a romancy scene and you're like, close your eyes just a little bit, girl. Take the Saint Germain route, close them a little bit. Not all the way, though. Oh my god. I still love this game. I love it. And CG's, everything. Anyway. Long, glossy hair. Melancholy eyes slowly opening. Her flawless skin and symmetrical face more than resemble a doll's. Her clothing is strange, seeming more like decoration than fashion. Everything about her seems oddly mystical. The girl blinks once, slowly. Her blank eyes take in her surroundings. At this simple action, Lionheart hears himself and the others gasp involuntarily. This beautiful girl lit from above by the soft moonlight, like an ethereal creature. Like, look at her fucking dress. Like, you can see it off kind of to the left. Oh, she must be a monster? Hold on. No, that's not what I want to do! No! Whoops. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip. Here we go, let's go back to here. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to hide the thing. There we go, that's how you do it. I was trying to hide it, but I couldn't remember which button did it, and I hit the wrong button. So, but like, I love it, like, because you never really notice, except for in the intro, you see her little outfit, but like, you can see her sitting over there. She's got like her arms around her legs, but like, look at how big that motherfucking skirt is. Like, just that bustle trait of that skirt, it's fucking huge. I fucking love it. And you can see it, we'll go through the intro song, and then you can see her at the end, and it's like just this huge fucking skirt. It's fucking amazing. I love it, I'm just saying. Let's see, hold on. Okay, she must be
A monster. A monster?
God, I wish I remembered how I did his voice.
I think I was just very flamboyant about it and quite aggressive.
That sounds right, but that's gonna hurt. But I hear voices. The voices of many people. None of them are my father. Why did they wake me? I wanted to stay in my slumber forever. I wanted to stay with my dreams forever.
This is the monster?
Monster. Yes, I am a monster.
Captain, is this girl what we were sent here to capture? Yes, it's hard to believe, but this seems to be the case. I was expecting something more monstrous, but she's just a girl. Idiot, don't let your guard down! Hey, what are you doing? Calm down, calm down.
I know that sound. A dog's growl. I've heard it before. Dogs were chasing me. They were growling and barking, trying to bite me, trying to eat me, to kill me. They were so much faster than me. The dogs. A large dog barks loudly and leaps on me. Stop! I protest weakly, in a scratchy voice, but the dog has me pinned in my chair. Its teeth tear through my clothing and pierce the skin on my shoulder. I can feel my blood flow from the wound. In the next moment, the dog yelps and jumps back.
Hey, what's wrong?
As he speaks, something happens. The dog's mouth begins to melt. See, I would rather almost that one of the soldiers attacked her and died than one, like, the dog. That's just to me, like, whatever, dude, your own damn fault. But, like, the poor dog. Like, oh, poor dog. Oh. I mean, he bit her, and that's, like, mean, but still. People teach dogs to be mean. Dogs just aren't mean. Taught him to be mean. Like mud, it begins to drip and fall away. The dog's head and neck begin to crumble, and the oozing mess of flesh fizzles. Ugh. The dog drops to the ground. It writhes in agony for a short time, then stops moving.
What in God's name?
Why? Because it touched my skin. Because of a tiny drop of my blood. Just looking at the misshapen corpse makes me feel awful. It died because of me. The men around me tear their gaze free from the mess and back away, still surrounding me.
Watch out! Really is a monster! Don't move! Move and I'll shoot!
Fear and confusion, doubt and anxiety. It's just as before. It's very scary, but somewhat familiar.
Surround her, but keep your distance! She can kill you with a touch! Compose yourselves, men! Never point your weapons at a lady.
One of the soldiers cries out.
But Captain! We have to do something to protect ourselves! You have to realize that! Of course I understand. I saw what happened here with my own eyes. I doubt I'll forget it anytime soon. But calm down. Look. She doesn't look like she'll try to resist.
I remain seated in my chair, but I look up to meet the speaker's eyes.
Even with this incident with the hound, she tried to stop it, but it was over too quickly. She didn't intend for it to happen.
Yes, but I really need to get Lionheart's voice back. I don't know what's wrong with me, why I can't do it. The leader approaches me and gently kneels down, putting his face at my level.
Little Miss Monster, I would first like to apologize for the rudeness during our sudden visit. Would you please come with us?
His gentle but firm tone leaves no room for argument. After a brief pause, I nod. I stand without another word and leave my room behind. I have no reason to resist. How many years have I been staying here? The people are so tense. I see fear in their eyes. They see me as something foreign. I wonder if these people will kill me. If that's why they've come here, so be it. I had reservations, but I'm not scared. That poor dog. It shouldn't have been that way. The dog should have killed me. Horseless carriages cut their way through the quiet of the night to meet us. They tie my hands and load me into one. I stare up through the window at the sky. I have no interest in where they're taking me, or what will happen to me there. If I'm going to be killed, I feel oddly relieved to think this. But I have only one regret. Just one. I wish that I had fallen in love and touched someone. It's really weird to think that. I don't know. I wish I could have touched another human being. It's a weird thing to think because, like, everyone's touched someone. Like, you held someone's hand, or you know what I mean? Like, as a kid, you held your parents' hand. You've touched someone out. Like, you know, but it's just weird that she never has. But you think it's like a little thing that you've known all your life, and that she's like never touched someone. And you think of all the things in the world you could have, and you're like, I just want to touch someone. It's like such a tiny little thing that you just don't think is so monumentous, but obviously, I mean, but it is, you know? It all happened so suddenly. A crash and a flash cut through the night. The car ahead of us flips over and rolls over onto the road. The carriage we're in screeches to a halt before we hit the overturned car ahead. The car behind us tries to swerve, but tips over, crashing into us from behind. The stricken vehicles block us in.
What is it? Are we under attack? The road exploded. I can't see anyone outside.
Everyone riding with us draws their guns and exits the car.
Whoever you are, know that you have just attacked the finest soldiers in Britain.
I know exactly who you are. A voice rings out in the night.
Where is he? Where's that voice coming from? Over there, on top of the ruins.
I actually fucking pointed when I said over there on top of the ruins. Like, I'm acting this shit out. Like, I don't know why. It's not like anyone can see me. I turn to see where the soldier is pointing. There is someone standing there. I see a figure silhouetted by the moon. Ah, I love it! A thin body wrapped in formal attire with a top hat perched on his head. A walking stick is in his hand. He looks as if he's about to attend a masquerade ball. God, I forgot this. But why? Because he's fucking Lupin and he's fucking amazing. Strangely, nothing about this scene strikes me as out of place. Fantastic work, gentlemen. His cloak flutters in the wind as he stares down at us. This is probably, I think, one of the best, because you're like, it's so mysterious, but you're like, he's like holding his hand. I just love it. I love this game so much. Oh my god. Her Majesty must be proud that her honorable royal guard have come all this way to carry out a kidnapping.
How dare you impugn our name? Who are you?
The music. I just fucking... The name is Arsène Lupin. No need to be shocked, sirs. I'm merely your average dashing gentleman thief. Dashing. He's so hot. Look at that. This CG is one of my favorites. Fucking just look at it. I think every single one of his is going to be amazing, but I just love this. I want this as a background. I want all of the fucking CGs from this game with our boys. I want them all as a background on my TV, like on my Fire TV stick, like goes to sleep and just scrolls through like pretty nature pictures. I just want to put this on there somehow. I don't know how to fucking do it, but I need to do it. Lupin. As the man standing above us shouts his name, I feel it carving into my heart. Did that happen the first time? I'm wondering if some of the lines are different, because I don't remember that coming up the first time.
A thief? You low-life scum! What do you want from us?
Wait a tick. I've heard of this man. Some sort of burglar who works in Paris. I am impressed. You're quite right. My presence here is quite an honor. You lucky gentlemen will witness my handiwork with your own eyes. What's more... The man calling himself Lupin looks at me. I feel his piercing gaze through his mask. That I think I remember, but I don't remember the carving into my heart thing. Mademoiselle, can you hear me? I stare up at him silently. I do have a confession to make. My purpose for being out here on this night is you, dear lady. I have come to take you away. Take me away? Now, don't you fret, mademoiselle. I'm here to rescue you from the hands of these dogs, and with great style. Watch. Oh, God. He just gets hotter. It was amazing the first time we played the game. It's just even better now.
You impudent cur! For a lowly robber to stand before the prestigious British Royal Guard is inexcusable. All of you capture this man. Yes, sir. Everyone prepare to fire. Right, take aim. Wait, no. Fire!
Ah! The shadow dances jerkily as the soldiers open fire. Many of them must have hit. The shadow collapses to the ground. I'm holding my breath. You're like, aw, that's unfortunate, because he seemed kind of sexy. Like,
idiot! I said to capture him! Why would you give the order to fire? If he is who he says he is, then the one and only Arsène Lupin can never be captured, not even by the entire Paris police force. He had to be brought down and quickly, or else he would have stolen the monster.
That man, Lupin, did he really die just now? You cads! You've gone and done it! You've ended my brilliant life! Cut short, too soon! He sits up howling with laughter. God, I love him.
What is happening here? How is he even alive after being shot so many times?
Look at that! It's like his fucking, like, cape flinging out behind him, and it just looks so fucking weird. He looks like Violet Beauregard and Willy Wonka.
You're turning violet, Violet!
He's like a fucking blueberry.
Captain, look out!
Before the soldier can say more, Lupin's body erupts into a bright light, blinding me with its glare. Fireworks. Already. At the same time, a series of explosions rock the ground. The carriages around us are in disarray.
What's going on? What kind of trick is this?
Another attack! He must have had an accomplice hiding somewhere.
Calm down. He likely planted these bombs before we got here. Don't allow him to fool you. The thief is acting alone.
The captain's clear voice and reason have no effect on the men. The smoke from the explosions do not clear, but continue. Okay. The plurals don't belong together like this. The smoke from the explosion does not clear, but continues to thicken around us. Soon it's difficult to see.
Where is he? Where did he go?
The soldiers shout in confusion. Suddenly a shadow appears before me. Oh, his shadow's sexy. I almost cry out, but the man raises a finger to his lips. Did I startle you? My apologies. Fear not, I'm not a ghost. That was just a trick. He grins and holds out his hand. Take my hand, mademoiselle. Shall we make our great escape out into the night? Fuck yes. No, don't touch me, please. You'll die from the poison. I'm aware of it, but that only comes from skin contact, doesn't it? And your gloves block the poison, do they not? Yes, but I remember this one, but it's still beautiful. Again, her eyes are the size of his head. A little bit smaller, that's all I'm saying. Just a little bit. Make it just to help me out here. He suddenly pulls me by the arm. I will be all right. Trust me. He pulls me to him with a compelling strength that his slender frame belied. For a moment, I fear he'll melt, and I stare at him in terror. But, you see, I am unharmed. Yes. He looks back at me with an excited smile. A smile that seems totally unfitting for the current situation. A little dagger tooth there. Relax, my lady. A beautiful face like yours is wasted without a smile to go with it. That's like a dick thing to say, though. Like, guys like, oh, you'd be prettier if you smiled. Shut up before I slap the fuck out of you. Don't tell a woman to smile, you bastard. So condescending. It's okay. It's okay when Lupin does it, though, because you're like, you just want me to smile because you want to care for me. That's it. Okay. You're not being a dick. It's fine. Now, leave this all to me. There's nothing to be afraid of. The great Arsène Lupin always gets what he wants, without fail. It's not really going to be hard for you to convince us, I'm just saying. We're already in love with you. As he talks, he pulls me straight beside him and looks about us happily. I mean, see, I would have gone down his path first, obviously, because he rescued us, but you couldn't. Although, top two, him and Van Helsing. I'm just going to say, I'm still going to fawn over Van Helsing when he shows up. Time for the final touch. The what? I have no idea what he's talking about.
What are you doing? That scoundrel escaped to the south. All of you grab your guns and go after him. Move, move!
See what I did there? Amazingly, Lupin's voice sounded exactly like that of the captain, Lionheart.
Yes, Captain. You heard him, men. South! Go, go, go! You fools! That was a trick! Get back here!
The real captain shouts out through the smoke. I'm shouting. My neighbors are probably like, what the fuck's going on?
Liar! How dare you impersonate me? I'm the real captain, men! Don't be fooled! That was Lupin talking just now.
I'm hearing double. 2 Captain Lionhearts?
We can't tell who's who in this smoke. Everyone just surround the monster!
By the time the soldiers begin to gather around us, Lupin had picked me up and run out. I look back at the smoke still rising behind us as we rush through the moonlit grass. The only thing I feel now is Lupin's arms holding me through my clothing. I don't know how far we ran. Before I knew it, we were on a track in the forest. All right, we should be safe now. Are you worried? Don't be. I left some fake footprints behind. They're probably completely lost right now. Another caper completed. I truly am a genius. Lupin stretches and looks up at the night sky. I follow his gaze. How long has it been since I last stared at the stars? Not just through the window in my room, but in the fresh air. The wind brushes against my cheek. Even though I've seen this so many times to be bored with it, now it feels beautiful. Heh. Lupin appears to be shaking as he focuses on the sky. What's the matter? Lupin? Mon Dieu, did you see their faces? Royal guard. Pff, they're nothing compared to me. That captain was all, "You fools, he's tricking you." They were completely baffled. Don't you... What's the matter? Are you hurt? No, did something hit you as we were escaping? Where are you hurt? You don't have to hide it from me. I shake my head. It's not pain, it's sadness. I was ready for death, but here I am. I can't touch anyone. I'm a monster who hurts anyone around me. My life serves no use to anyone. Oh, so you're not hurt. Good, good. Then what is it? Tell me, what has you so despondent? Who are you? Eh? Oh, pardon me. I do suppose I haven't formally introduced myself. Lupin bows as if on stage. Allow me to present myself. Present myself. Arsène Lupin. For reasons I cannot disclose, mademoiselle, I have come to steal your heart. You don't have to steal it. I will hand it to you, especially if you wear that fucking outfit, because it's goddamn amazing. My heart? Yes, literally. But I won't take it for free. It's not my style to leave a beautiful young woman disappointed. In exchange for your heart, I will grant you one wish. A wish? Indeed, mademoiselle. This humble thief promises you in all sincerity that he will grant you a single wish. A wish? My heart responds to his words. I have realized what I most desire. A wish tucked deep within my heart that I forbade myself to ever think of. It bubbles up into my mind. I've never touched another person. Not once in my entire life. I resigned myself to a life like that and came to terms with it long ago. As my father said, I would be alone. Forever. But I want to touch you. I want to feel you. Your warmth. That just... I mean, it just comes out... Context. But, like, it just comes out like, I want to touch you. I mean, I do too. But, like, simmer down. Oh, you just... Like, hold your hand. That's... Okay. Sure. Yeah, that. Hold your... Yeah. The words tumble out before I can stop them. And he's like... Not gonna say no to that. Oh, you just... Okay, never mind. I took that. See, he's gonna take it the wrong way, too. We all are. A touch. I see. So you... He stares at me, seemingly deep in thought. Is it impossible? No. Lupin smiles confidently. He kneels down, takes my hand, and smiles. Oh, look at those gold eyes. Your wish is my command, mademoiselle. I, Arsène Lupin, do swear that I will grant your desire. The moon shines brightly up above. Oh, how beautiful it is. How have I never seen it this way before? Because you never had hope. Now you have hope. Oh, oh, oh. Now we get to watch the intro song. Normally I wouldn't let this play because we'll get demonetized, but it's okay. It's okay. Spacey needs all the 14 cents she can get, but this is such a goddamn amazing fucking... And I love it so much I watch it every time, and I didn't watch it this time because I knew we'd watch it. I want the Amnesia Memories song and this one, like, on my fucking phone. Look at her outfit. Amazing. Okay, so I was silent through the whole thing because I wanted you to enjoy it. And also, I was listening to the lyrics because I actually started like a week ago. Well, 2 weeks ago by the time you guys see this. So it was exactly 2 weeks from when you see this. Started learning Japanese. So, um, like it's going to take me like a year. But my goal is literally to be able to play Otome romance visual novel games that are not fucking localized. That is my goal. I want to read Japanese so that we can play these games that will never get fucking localized. That is the weirdest reason. I'm like, I've talked to people like, so why Japanese? And I'm like, reasons? Like, I don't, it just seems like it'd be challenging and fun. And I'm like, because I want to be able to read these goddamn fucking games that no one will localize. God damn it. I bought one, actually, the other day. I'm like, I'm buying it now because they're never going to localize it because I think it's from like 2012. There's like 6 different games in the series. And there are actually English guides out there, so I will have those up as we go through, but we will not be able to play it till at least next summer. Because there's no way I'm going to learn Japanese soon. I'm halfway through the hiragana characters, a little bit more, and that's fine. That's great. And I'm learning words, and I'll be able to pronounce. It's one of those, so I can pronounce the characters and I'll know, but I'm not going to know what the fucking words mean. So I don't know when the hell that's going to kick in. But also, after hiragana, there's katakana, which is the same characters. Like, the characters are different, but the things are the same. So, like, you know, it just has a different, like, character for it. So it's basically like a capital A and a lowercase a, but it's not like that. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, like, if you're looking in English, an A is the same thing as an A. In Japanese, the hiragana is the same thing as the lowercase. I think. I don't know. I just know it makes the same sound. So it's like, now I just got to remember 2 different symbols for the same fucking sounds. And then when I get through that, woohoo, yay! Learned a whole fucking, like, 92 letters, is it? I can't do the math right now. Then it's like, oh, then you got to learn the kanji letters. And those are, like, fucking visual novels in themselves, because you're looking at it like that's an apartment complex, and I can see a dude cooking in his kitchen, and there's a dog on the corner, and there's a tree and a shrub, and that's a word. I'm supposed to, what the fuck? So that's really complicated. And there's about 2,000 of those that are common characters that, like, most Japanese students, when they're learn throughout their whole, like, school career to basically become proficient. So if I manage to do like 5 or 6 of those, learn 5 or 6 of those characters a day, so I don't even know if that's possible, I might be able to get through 2,000 of them in a fucking year. Might. So, but I'll be a hell of a lot better at understanding and reading and hopefully having something, because I know a bunch of words and I know a bunch of letters and I'm pretty excited, and I can listen to that song and go, I can pick out some of the, I don't know what the fuck she's singing, but I know the sounds, and I know I can picture the symbols in my mind, like the characters in my head. So, like, it's for most of them. So I'm like, cool! And I, like, read lyrics to Baby Metal so I can, like, understand how to pronounce some of the things. I don't know what they're saying, but I can sing along with some of the some of the lines, because sometimes they sing fast and my brain can't wrap around Japanese that fast, so I say things too slow. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's actually kind of exciting because, like, I suck at Spanish and I learned that in high school. But anyway, I just want to share that because I'm kind of excited about it, and I haven't really told many people. I've told a couple people at work, you know, but like, I haven't, no one in my family knows. I'm just one of these days gonna, like, talk to them and just be like, talking in Japanese would be great. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. So we'll see how it goes. But worst case scenario, if I never get a good grasp, there are English guides that we can use to at least translate. So I made sure that there were good English guides out there for the game. Well, actually it was 2. So I'm like, it wasn't bad for, it was kind of expensive, but for the fact that you got 2 games, it really wasn't that bad. And I was like, you know what, worst case scenario, even if I don't, there are English guides, and we'll just pop it up, and I'll have the guide up on my Surface as we play through, and we'll go with it that way. You know what I mean? So it's an option, so it's not like I wasted money. But again, it probably won't be something. We've got a ton of other games to play that are in English. Hopefully a bunch of new ones come out, because there are some that I find on Amazon. I'm like, this looks really cool! I love all the pictures! But it's all in Japanese. And I want to buy them, but they're PS Vita games, and they don't say they're compatible with the PS TV, and I'm not going to get them, and I'm really hoping they'll get localized. Really hoping, because those versions are from 2016, so I'm like, well, they're like 2 years old, but some of those games are getting localized. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like Axis is localizing a lot more visual novel games, so I mean, I feel like a lot have come out recently, so hopefully the genre is getting bigger and we'll get more of these, because fuck, all these, the Idea Factory ones like this are fucking phenomenal. I can't live without these in my life. I need more, so damn it. And that's also why I'm learning Japanese, because if they don't get it, I will fucking learn. I don't care how hard we have to struggle. We'll fucking make up a story as we go. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway, so that was my ramble, even though now we're 42 minutes into the game, and I rambled for 10 minutes. We'll make this one a little bit longer for you guys because of that. Anyway, I had a dream. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago. When I awoke, Father was gone. I still have Father. I must wait for him. I have no other memories, and I don't even know who or what I am. But this doesn't sadden me. He had left a note for me at the mansion. It had a number of rules written on it. Never leave this mansion. I will come back for you, I promise. Lastly, it said this: you must never break these rules, no matter what. If you do, nothing but misfortune will come, because you are a monster. But I broke those rules. That's what caused this to happen. People chased me and called me a monster. I even brought misfortune down upon those who have accepted me and tried to love me. And since then, I have kept myself shut in that room for a long, long time. Because I am a monster. Until the day I die, I must sit right there and wait for Father to return. That is what I believed. The sound of birds chirping slowly raises me from my dream into consciousness. I feel a gentle breeze blowing. I'm not in that room anymore. That comforting yet lonely cradle. It comes back to me. Lupin took me away. I open my eyes to see a field of grass stretching as far as the eye can see. He's like, hi! Whoa, right in my face there, buddy. Back it up a little. You're finally awake. Why do you look so stunned? I see. Is it because I'm too handsome to be believed? I get that a lot. Every time I look in the mirror, in fact. Oh my, who is that dashing young man on the other side of the glass? All the time. It's not that. I suppose humor isn't your thing. Why do you look so surprised then? Don't tell me you forgot about yesterday. I woke up and you were right in my face. It was something of a shock. You were too close. You're dressed differently, too. That was a little unexpected. You look like a different person. Great. I wanted you to be surprised. You did? Why? Isn't it obvious? I needed to see some expression on your face other than sad or blank. And why is that? We're going to be in each other's company for quite some time. It's important that we get to know one another better. What do you mean? You're full of questions, aren't you? It's because, well, why don't we have something to eat first? Just a nibble. I fucking love Lupin. Maybe it's just the personality I give him. I feel like he has that personality anyway. Maybe it's just the voice that I'm doing. It probably sounds terrible, but I just love doing it. I don't know. Lupin lays a cloth down over the grass and places a basket on it. Okay, so for the fucking picnic, we can have a blanket, but I gotta sleep in the dirt. It's fucking cool. And you have time to change your clothes, but again, I don't even get a pillow. This was meant to be last night's supper, but it's cold now, but anything's good if you're hungry enough, isn't that right? Lupin places a sunny side-up egg on a piece of toast and hands it to me. That does sound delicious. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? I haven't shared a meal with another person in a while. This is also new. Plus, I don't need to eat because I'm just a poison sack, but whatever. Ah, I see. You've been living alone all this time. It's just an egg on toast, for heaven's sake. There's no need for table manners, so eat up. It tastes great. He takes a bite of his toast, then looks over at me. He tilts his head as if noticing something for the first time. Oh, I never asked. Can you eat? After all, with the poison and everything. Yes, I can eat. I bring the toast up to my mouth and take a bite. Chew, swallow. How do I do this again? That's good to know. Does it melt in your mouth? I shrug. It starts to become mushy right away. Mushy, eh? But I can taste it. And it's very good. I feel the flavor spread through my mouth. Well, that's good to hear. One of our group, Impe, is very much into cooking. He makes his own bread from scratch. Supposedly he adds his own hidden flavors. After one bite, I couldn't stop. I had forgotten what it was like to eat for so long. Delicious food has a way of bringing happiness. I take it you like it, Spacey. Don't talk with your mouth full. I swallow my current mouthful and ask again. How do you know my name? You are my mission. I make sure to study up on the targets of my heists. Study up? How did you find out about me? I happened to procure some confidential materials from the British government. Procure? Well, steal, if you want to be precise. There's nothing I can't steal. Money, jewels, or information. Why did the government have information about me in secret files? This is just one of many questions I have, but I need to know about this man. So, you're really a thief? If you're going to use that word, I must ask that you say amazing first. If you're going to use that word, like an amazing thief. Exactly. Arsène Lupin, the master thief and robber supreme. I have plans for my name to go down in history. I mean, kind of, sort of. I mean, like literary history. Sorry, had to take my allergy pill. It's late at night. I was watching the Sims live stream before I recorded this, so obviously I'm recording this a week ahead of when you're going to see it. A week and a couple days. It's Friday. You're going to see it next Sunday. Whatever. I wonder what the difference is between a thief and a robber. So it's late at night when I'm recording this. Isn't stealing bad? Well, in general, yes. But I'm a thief with a heart of justice, so it's not a problem. Thief and justice seem to be a contradiction. A handsome man is always riddled with some sort of contradiction, don't you know? His answer doesn't really make sense to me, but I nod and turn my attention back to my food. Sitting here in the warm sunlight, the meal becomes entrancing. The taste of the egg with Lupin's cheery voice is somehow very soothing. Once I collect my thoughts, I take a better look at Lupin as he eats his egg on toast. I have another question. How am I so handsome? That's a mystery that not even I can solve. Oh my god. I mean, we love Lupin because we know him, but like again, it's like if this is the first time, how am I so handsome? Like, yeah, I'm over it. Like, that's the second time we've had this conversation. This man, it's amazing how much confidence he has. Arrogance is really what that is, but confidence, we'll go with that because we love him anyway. We know he's amazing and awesome and wonderful, and we love him, even though he's a little cocky. But whatever. That's not it. Those men. The ones from yesterday. Where were they trying to take me? One moment. Alright, it's too much to take in all at once, so I'll try to keep it simple. First, those men were after the horologium. Whatium? Lupin becomes very serious. It's a source of unlimited energy. A heart that beats forever. That's what the horologium is. This gem is completely impossible to create using modern technology, but the secret files said that one man succeeded. The process he used to do so is unknown, and the man buried the gem within the body of his own daughter. His daughter. His daughter? You mean. That would be you, Spacey. I don't know anything about my father. Do you know him, Lupin? I stare at him in surprise, and he looks back at me with some surprise as well. Of course I do. Anyone who lives in Britain, no, anyone in the civilized world knows about him. What's more interesting is, why don't you know about him? He is your father. I can only remember 2 years of my life. 2 years? Yes, I woke up in that mansion 2 years ago. All I knew was that I had to wait there, that father would come for me. And yet, I broke the rules that he laid down for me once in the past. I still regret it. Lupin looks at me questioningly, and I speak up again. Even though I don't remember much, I do know some things. I read the books that were in the mansion, but... I see. So you know nothing of the outside world. You have knowledge, but no life experience. I was waiting for father all that time. He's the only thing I have. Please, Lupin, I want to know more about my father. He looks at me for a while, then nods. All right, I'll give you a brief overview. You'll need to know this to move forward anyway. First of all, your father is a scientist named Isaac Beckford. Does that name sound familiar? I shake my head. He's a scientist who has changed the course of history. He has been called the modern-day Prometheus. Prometheus? In Greek myth, he brought fire to humanity. Isaac has had that much of an impact on the revolution of modern society. Revolution of society? I think I read about that in a book. Was it called the Neo Steam Engine? Oh, so you know of it. That invention led to a massive expansion of Britain's industrial and military power. Isaac became Britain's military technology advisor and developed a number of powerful new weapons as well as Steel London. But he never saw the completion of Steel London. He simply disappeared one day after appointing a successor to his position. This all seems like a story about a faraway land. It doesn't sound real. That man is really my father? Yes. According to the information I was able to find, that is. Do you remember anything about him? I shake my head. Lupin seems a little disappointed, but sighs. I see. Anyway, those men from the British forces wanted to get their hands on your horologium, doubtlessly for bad reasons. What's behind all of this is Isaac's will. My father's will. That is when a certain dashing gentleman thief decided to snatch you away from the hands of your captors. All this information is flooding into my head, and I feel a little dizzy. I know, but just look at that face. I must look very serious because Lupin smiles, as if to lighten the mood. I'm sure all of this is hard to wrap your head around. I'll tell you whenever you want. So just take it in little by little. Okay, I'll do that. Now, it's my turn to ask questions. I'll answer what I can. About the horologium, is it true? Do you really have it inside your body? Is it your heart? I nod. It's true. There's a gem embedded into my body. I start to undo my clothing to show him. Look at him. Huh? What are you doing? This is the horologium, isn't it? He looks surprised for a moment, but Lupin's expression turns serious as he looks at my chest. A strange gem. It gleams on my chest like a beating heart. A glowing blue crest spreads across my chest with a gem in the center. The horologium is shaped like a flower. A large blue gem shaped like a rose spreads across my chest, piercing my skin in places. It actually looks like a heart. Also a rose, like a rosy heart. I have no idea what effect the stone has on my body, but I had to consider that the poison in my body has something to do with this gem. I don't know anything about this. Other people don't have it, only me. What is it? I want to know too. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know, but before I do, I need you to do something. What's that? Please put your clothes back on. Why? Why? I mean, it's hardly ladylike etiquette. Lupin turns away. Etiquette. I've read about that in the mansion's books. Etiquette is of the utmost importance in how men and women interact. I see. So having my shirt off is improper. Okay. That's so cute. She just like whips her tits out. Oh, girl! And then we're talking about Impey being all like whipping it out, but we're just whipping our boobies out everywhere. Like, I put my clothing back on and sit up. Is this better? Much, thank you. You're lucky I'm a gentleman. If I wasn't, you don't know what might have happened. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm not mad. Not having a memory is one thing, but having no common sense is quite another. Lupin inhales sharply, then turns to me with something of a puzzled expression. I've been wondering this whole time why you haven't asked me what's going to happen to you now. Is that something I should ask you? You don't have to, but I did capture you. Aren't people usually curious about what their captors plan to do with them? I think for a moment. I mean, like, what, are you gonna tie me up and have your way with me? I might be okay with that. I mean, you're gorgeous and you're Lupin, and right now we don't know you, but we will, and we are, those of us listening and reading, are the observers over here, love you already, so, I mean, we're okay with that. You're a gentleman thief! You're not gonna hurt me, I mean, Jesus. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're an odd one, mademoiselle. A thief with a heart of justice is somewhat odd, too. That's true. Well, seeing as we are both oddities, we may get along pretty well. That makes things easier. My headquarters are in London. We'll be heading there soon. London? Yes, Steel London. You mentioned that before. What is Steel London? You honestly don't know. My, you really are sheltered. I told you I never left the mansion, except that one time when I killed people, but we'll talk about that later. Sorry, I wasn't making fun of you. London is a city of steam, with something of an ill reputation. A city of steam? I can't imagine such a thing. That's all right. You'll know it when you see it. If you've never been there before, you're in for a surprise. I have a question. Certainly, ask me anything. I'll answer whatever you want. Why did you want to capture me? Are you after the Horologium too? I thought you would be a clue to discovering Isaac's plan. I'm really searching for Isaac. He disappeared years ago, so most would assume that he's long dead. However, he's still working from the shadows and is up to no good. I have good reason to believe this. So my goals are to stop whatever plans he has set in motion. I thought that you, being his daughter, would have some more information for me. I suppose I was off the mark there. My father's plans. I have no doubt that you'll be important in reaching Isaac. I have a good sense for this sort of thing. I know I ended up kidnapping you from the military, but could I have your cooperation in this matter? I'm sorry, I can't do that. Well, I didn't think it would be as easy as that. May I ask why you don't want to help me? What happens to me doesn't matter. But I don't want to let my father down by breaking the rules he set for me. Lupin looks at me questioningly. I was told to stay in that mansion and wait for father to return. I hurt people. That's why I need to be kept away from everyone. This poison, it hurts and kills anything it touches. That's why I must stay there. That's what father said in his note. He commanded you to live your entire life alone. Ha! A man like that has no right to be a father. Don't you listen to him. And another thing, Spacey. Don't ever say you don't care what happens to you. No one's more important to you than yourself. He is like a motivational fucking poster. No one is more important to you than yourself, with Lupin's stern face. I just want to make that a poster and put it on my desk at work. People go, what's that? Don't ask! If you don't know. If you want to find your father, you should go looking for him. How would I do that? London is a place of information. There's no better place to begin learning about someone than there. If you stay in that mansion, the military will just come for you again, and they won't be as easily stopped next time. Those men, they feared me and called me a monster. Lupin is much better than those men. I haven't known him long, but I can tell. And London has tons of famous doctors who treat the rich, so maybe they can do something about that poison. I didn't expect to hear that. You think they can make it go away? I'll make sure it happens. I promised I'd make your dream come true, remember? But I'm going to need your cooperation. You'll have to stand by my side for a while, or stay by my side for a while. That's the trade-off. Lupin extends his hand to me. I look down at my own hand, then up into Lupin's eyes. They glitter in the sunlight. Okay. We are going to save, because this is our first bad path. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this part up here. And we are going to come back. I was going to do the first bad path, but we got a little sidetracked, and I don't know how long. You know, fuck it. We're going to do the first bad path. So this part's going to be a little over an hour. We'll try to keep them to about an hour afterward. We'll come back and do the thing. So let's refuse. We're going to refuse. That's our first bad path. Yay! First bad path! Episode 1, first bad path. I'm going to mark this off in our little thing of things that we chose to do. Even though it doesn't really matter. First bad path, guys. Huh? Come now. Let's shake on it. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? I can't go with you. Huh? How can you reject me after all that? I'm going to look for Father alone. Well, wait! Wait! You're better off with me! Think it over! One of the books in the mansion said that thieves are not to be trusted. I already knew from the moment I saw you that I couldn't trust you. Oh my god, this hurts my soul! I see. That's definitely a valid point. Now hold on! Haven't you ever heard that you can't believe everything you read? Are you going to end this before it begins? Goodbye, Lupin. I turn and leave the stunned thief behind as I walk off. The fields go on for as far as I can see, and the sun is shining brightly. This journey is mine, and mine alone, and it has only just begun. Finn. That's great. So it wasn't really that long. Anyway. So that was great. That was the first bad ending. So when we come back, obviously we'll go down the right path, and we'll take his hand. Because why wouldn't we? Why would we ever have been like, nah. Of course we're gonna take your hand. God damn it, Lupin. We did it in the first playthrough. We were like, I don't care that you kidnapped me. You're gorgeous, and I know you're a good, warm, squishy boo. I mean, we thought the same thing about Saint Germain, and look what happened. It's okay. He redeemed himself. I can't be mad at him. Again, I realized after I played that game, nope, don't do that. Don't do that. I realized after playing that part, like, I was like, I'm going to be that person that at the end is going to be like, oh, everything's fine. I totally realized after I was like, oh my god, I did do that, didn't I? I got to the end, oh my god, it's so sweet, guys, Saint Germain, it's so great. I totally forgot he tried to stab me. I was forgiven at Saint Germain. He's beautiful. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap this part up here. I hope you guys are enjoying the longer parts. I'm really actually enjoying rereading the whole thing again. It's a lot of fun because like we pick up lines that I don't remember, like, you know, or that may have only shown up because it's his route. So I'm kind of curious about that, but it doesn't matter. It's either we forgot them or they're, you know, special lines for this part, but we'll get to see them all, and we'll see all the paths and all the different options that we missed. So this is going to be kind of a longer playthrough, but I'm going to keep the parts like an hour so that we don't have like 30 of them, you know. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.